More than 470 people is sinking off the country's southern coast. At least 2 people are dead and 14 others hurt. Nearly 300 are missing. Rescuers say about 180 people on board have been rescued, and 90% of the ferry is now underwater. You'll want to stay tuned to Good Morning America. They will have much more on this developing story. And closer to home, a cargo ship runs aground near 751 ship beached around 8 last night. The Coast Guard says high winds are likely to blame. Officials say several other ships have reported dragging anchor. No one was injured and no pollution has been reported. The Coast Guard is now working with tug companies to get the ship back into bay. Amy?
Coming up today on 8 News at 9, postpartum depression is a big concern for new moms. Well, now experts are saying new dads are at risk too. We're going to break down the results of a new study. And ladies, would you go without makeup on your wedding day? Well, this bride did just that, and now the video is going viral.
Good, beautiful, that's
wow,
right.
I wouldn't do it. And Chick-fil-A has rolled out healthier menu items.
Beautiful,
we'll
you are beautiful, child. You don't need any makeup.
Well, thank you, Amy. We started off this Wednesday morning with quite a few traffic issues, and now we're beginning to resolve a few of them. One, we have Hull Street Road westbound at Doss Road now back open following an accident that happened yesterday. It's taken quite a while to clean up. This is that cement truck, not only causing issues with spillage there, but then also diesel spilled onto the roadway. Now we're still seeing a few delays, but the road recently has reopened. So if your travels take you that way, we are looking at the road being back open. One other accident to report, I-95 northbound at Parham Road. There's also a delay due to an accident there. That has been ongoing. Hopefully they're cleaning that one up pretty quickly. Other than that, all the other accidents that we had this morning actually cleared up. Let's take a quick live look outside. This is at the Belvedere exit. Certainly getting heavier traffic as we get into the swing of rush hour, but all in all, it's not that bad. Is turning our attention to weather. It is a very, very cold start this morning, factoring in gusty winds, and we have wind chills in the 20s and low 30s. Feeling like 24 in Richmond, 29 in Petersburg this morning, feeling like freezing, 32 in Ashland, 30 in Louisa. You want that jacket this morning. Today's high right around 50 degrees. We're going to have full sunshine. Take a look at that. It's a rare day that I can put full sun, 8 a.m., noon, and 5. So at least we're going to have that sunshine. Again, a high around 50, but those gusty winds sticking around all day long. And then your 8-day forecast, better improvements each day. We're going to keep the sunshine around, tack on a few degrees each day. And then Easter weekend now, we've been kind of looking at the chance for rain. Now looking dry. Hopefully we can keep the forecast dry and things looking pretty good. Back to the 60s by the weekend.
Yeah, and great sunshine for your birthday. That's a reason to celebrate. Of course,
Happy birthday, Katie.
Thanks. We're going to do some more celebrating in the commercial break, but we'll see you in 25 minutes.
All new Dr. Phil. If she doesn't follow her daughter-in-law's rules,
I can't see my grandchildren. They're used to strict routines.
Grandmothers spoil grandchildren. Mom, get over yourself.
Today at 4 on WRIC TV8.
Take the EcoBoost Challenge at Phil's Deli Ford.
Get more power, save more fuel, and save more money. Like up to $5,000 off the 2014 Focus ST, or as much as $6,000 off the 2014 Fusion. When you want more, you gotta buy from Bill.
More shopping.
More gear. More fishing trips.
With a car loan as low as 1.99% APR at Virginia Credit Union, you could save more and do more.
More cruising.
More fresh air.
What would you do with more? Virginia Credit Union.
Take the EcoBoost Challenge at Bill Tenley Ford. Get more power, save more fuel, and save more money. Get up to $5,000 off the 2014 Escape or up to $12,000 off a new 2013 F-150. If you want more, you gotta buy from Bill.
Every night, 8 News is here for you at 11 with the latest news and weather.
So if you don't want to stay up late, turn to 8 News for just 8 minutes.
They get tomorrow's hour-by-hour forecast and the top stories in the first 8 minutes.
Tonight on 8 News at 11.
On a little weight,
When the weather's at its worst, we are at our best. Depend on 8 News.
Eating good.
Good morning, America. Breaking news, a massive ferry disaster overnight. Hundreds missing. The boat packed with high school students sinking fast off the coast of South Korea. Frantic rescues as the ship tilted dramatically.
They come over here and already taught the hate
trapped as the ferry went down.
Breaking overnight, fear at the finish line. A bomb hoax shuts down Boston after the emotional tributes. Boston police detonating at least 2 backpacks. Arresting a student captured running on this cell phone video. New details coming in.
Wild weather, bitter cold and snow take hold across the east and south. Temperatures plummet almost 50 degrees. High winds causing 2 ships to collide off Virginia. And fast-moving floodwaters forcing evacuations and rescues from Michigan to Vermont.
If you close your eyes.
And Prince George takes on as the royal couple lands in Sydney. Kate mellowing yellow. William and Kate trading off carrying baby George as they say, "Good day, mate."
Put a sweat on that baby.
ABC News live in Times Square, Wednesday, April 16th.
He got on a jacket, a long shirt, put something on that baby's arm.
And we do say good morning, America. Prince William used to travel abroad as a baby. Now he has a son traveling down under. We have 2 big breaking stories for you this morning. Those very scary moments last night in Boston. At least 2 detonations by police. You see the backpack being blown up. A hoax turned out to be. Dan Harris standing by with the latest in just a moment.
Lots of high security ahead of Monday's marathon, but let's get right to that huge ferry disaster. A ship packed with high school students on an overnight trip to a popular tourist destination in South Korea. It sank so fast, and ABC's chief foreign affairs correspondent Terry Moran has the latest on the search for survivors. Terry.
Good morning, George. This is a desperate situation. It is ongoing. It was supposed to be a trip to paradise. 325 high school students, their teachers, other crew members and passengers, all en route to the resort island of Jeju, the Korean Hawaii, it's called. And then, disaster struck. Desperate scenes off the coast of South Korea. Frantic efforts to rescue passengers from the stricken ferry.
They come over to the United States and be racist
More
as
than
hell.
100 vessels and aircraft came to help. Then
the plane went down with their people. The boat going down with their people. They need to change. You need to change.
The announcement told us
we need to stop being racist and think you better than black people. That's why you're going down. Some more of your ships going down.
Many passengers were at breakfast, others still in bed. When survivors say they heard a loud crash,
stop being
and the
racist.
ship began shaking and immediately listing. It was very intense, this survivor recalled. The ship was tilted more than 45 degrees. Anxious relatives gathered at the school where the youngsters and students now.
You're still looking for the plane too.
And weeping.
You should not learn to be racist.
Trapped inside
accept people for who they are. Judge people individually. Your ships won't go down. Your airplanes won't go down. This is a sign for you.
For anyone who might have escaped the doomed ship. No one knows yet might have caused this ship. What caused that collision that everybody felt. But survivors are pointing to one possible on board the ship. They were told to stay in place. And that may have been a terrible mistake.
And Terry, that ship went down so quickly, just a couple of hours. Give us a sense of the scope of the rescue operation.
Your eyes look like Paul Goldman.
It's vast, George. It's right off the coast of South Korea, and there are hundreds of ships and vessels involved, 87 ships, lots of helicopters, divers in the water. The problem is the water there's about 54 degrees Fahrenheit.
We won't have to worry about y'all being racist, the ones that's gone.
That's a scary situation. Okay, Terry.
It really is, George. Now to the new details coming in on that big scare in Boston overnight. At least 2 backpacks blown up by police. We know one was part of a hoax. ABC's Dan Harris is there at the finish line. Good morning, Dan.
Paranoid.
Hey, Robin, good morning. It all played out right behind me at the finish line. This is a prime example of how tense this city is right now. Not what this city needs right now. Explosions, even if they were controlled ones this time. At the finish line of the Boston Marathon, a dramatic end to a scare that began just as the crowds were clearing out after Tuesday afternoon's moment of silence for the victims of last year's bombing at the finish line. According to police, an officer spotted this man. He's a student whose last name is Edson, and seen here in cell phone video wearing an unusual black getup with no shoes in the rain. Alicia Askett shot this video.